What's up, sports freaks, and welcome to All Sports Media Team Presents Triple B 2.0, Episode 15, Turning on the Wattage. And myself, Double R, Ricky Rodriguez here. To my side, we got my dude, Gilbert A. Plus Asensio. What's up, G?
Not much, bro. Just
Not
ready to
much.
get the show rolling.
Not much. No, I beg to differ, my brother. It has been a wild week in sports this week, has it not?
Well, when you put it like that, it has been a wild week in sports, bro.
Bro, absolutely. It's called Turn On the Wattage. Obviously, from the pictures behind me, you can see JJ Watt made his decision. We'll talk about that in a minute. We have so many things that went down. We got the JJ Watt thing that went down. There's been a lot of releases in the NFL. A lot of Ricky's rants coming today. Some coaches getting fired, suspended, in trouble. More information on the Tiger Woods crash. A Monster Jam driver is now going to be in the Monster Jam Hall of Fame, and you're going to be excited when you find out who it is. UFC 259 is tonight. Oh my God, it's going to be epic. They got 3 huge title matches that are coming your way tonight. So make sure you check that out. March Madness is coming in a few weeks. You can check that out as well. A WNBA team got sold. NBA All-Star Weekend. Enough said. I'm just going to leave it at that. When you hear the rosters, oh my God, they're freaking crazy. MLB got a lot of stuff went down. Ohtani hit triple digits this week. It's been really cool. Raw crowned a new champion. NXT is moving to another day, which we'll talk about and why. And AEW Dynamite had an NBA Hall of Famer, or soon to be Hall of Famer, on their show. And AEW Revolution is tomorrow night. Gonna be amazing. Let's get into it, Gilbert. Again, Triple B 2.0, episode 15, Turning on the Wattage. Let's do this. Before we jump into this huge JJ Watt story, we always have to give love to someone if we lose them. Unfortunately, right off the bat, Gilbert. I'm going to say rest in peace to Irv Cross. Irv Cross, he was a former defensive back, and he was also the very first Black analyst. So I thought that was pretty cool and definitely worth mentioning. We lost him at the age of 81. So condolences to the Cross family, to the NFL family, and the African-American community in general, because first Black analyst, you think of all the analysts that have come after him, including ourselves, this is too awesome. So from us to you, to your family, condolences. We absolutely love you. So we're going to go from a little bit of sad news about an African-American person to some super cool news about an African-American person. Maya Chaka becomes the very first ever female African-American referee in the NFL. It's coming, brother. That's awesome.
Yeah, I heard about that earlier, man, and I was like, wow. More power to the women, man.
It's happening, bro. We talked about this months ago. We're like, this is too cool. It's too good not to happen. Don't just let them be involved. If they know how to do the job, let them do the job. WWE's got a bunch of female referees. AEW, their senior referee is a female. Like, if they can do the job, let them do the job. It's that simple.
MLB needs to get on the bandwagon now.
Yeah, no crap, right? They got like a couple coaches and then the one GM. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right, let's get into the story everybody wants us to get into. The pictures are behind us. Everybody was wondering where he was going to go, including myself, because my team was mentioned, okay? Tennessee was mentioned. Cleveland was mentioned.
My team was mentioned.
Yeah, Dallas, obviously Arizona. I think there was a couple other teams. He went with AZ, Gilbert. Who saw that coming? Through 2 years, $31 million, JJ Watt to the Arizona Cardinals.
Really caught me off guard because I didn't think he was going to go to AZ. I really thought he was going to go with his brother or somewhere else. But AZ, wow, they got a great pickup in him.
Yeah, they got a good line too. And if you look to my picture here to the side, let me point the other way. I suck at this. There it is. There it is. I'm pointing it somehow. Well, he's there. The guy with the dreadlocks, that's DeAndre Hopkins. If you look to the side, you can see him in their Texans uniform. Look over here. They're both Cardinals now. I have a feeling D-Hop had a little something to do with this. Do you?
I believe so, man. I think he wouldn't have gone if it wasn't for him. So,
no.
Oh, man, it's going to be crazy just to see what they can do together once again. And it's going to be a crazy year.
Yeah, and the Cardinals were already up and coming because you got Kyler Murray doing his thing. Mm-hmm. You got, like I said, D-Hop's over there. Their running back is pretty beast, too, if I remember correctly. And they got a nice team over there. Yeah, now they got the best freaking, was he a DL? He's a DL, right? The lineman. JJ Watt, I believe so. Mm-hmm. You look at his build, I always think he's a linebacker, but I believe he's a DL. So shout out to JJ Watt. He waited. He got the deal he wanted. 2 years, $31 million to play for the Arizona Cardinals. So we might need to take a trip down to Arizona, Gilbert, and go check out JJ in action. So
I'm down for that. Also, let's catch a WNBA game. Catch Diana Taurasi in action too, man.
That's right. Well, we'll make a weekend out of it. It'll be cool. All right. We're talking about big deals. Check this out. All right. So we're going to go from JJ Watt to another guy who knows a little something about money, Mr. Tom Brady. But this isn't about Tom Brady. This is about someone purchasing something of Tom Brady. A rookie card was purchased at an auction. Get ready for this. Of Tom Brady for $1.32 million.
Wow.
People are crazy.
Just picture my jaw
anything. People will pay anything. It's absolutely insane.
And I bet he's going to get every penny of that back and more.
Oh, yeah. He'll probably double it. He'll sell it to he'll probably sell it to some billionaire or some business or something of that nature. So, yeah, those auctions, man, you never know what you're going to get. Like, I believe there was a LeBron one out there. I think it was 1.8 million or something like that. So it's crazy when you get something of that value at an auction. Like, you just didn't know it was there.
I had a conversation with my coworker the other day, and I told him you can't bet against Tom Brady no more. You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Anything Tom Brady's money, man.
Yeah, it's killing me. It's killing me. Speaking of money, speaking of expensive, dude. So apparently, I don't know the guy's name. I didn't catch the name, but the son of one of the original Green Bay Packers champions had his dad's ring. You know, he had his dad's ring, and I don't know why he was wearing it for something. They were going to like a show of some sort, or I don't remember what it was. He went to the gas station, right? He takes off the ring, puts it on his dashboard. Guess he did pump gas, whatever. Comes back in the car, drives away, and the ring is gone, bro.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not saying it was stolen. I'm saying maybe it fell out or something. And he drove away, and I guess he came back like an hour or so later, and it wasn't there. Bro, if I'm his dad, I'm pissed, dude. I'm like, you just lost my SB ring, dude. Are you serious right now?
Dang.
Why? Because you didn't want to get it dirty? Like, why are you wearing it anyway? So, and you got to think about it. If it was someone who played in the original Packers, that's someone that lost the ring is probably older than us.
That ring is worth a lot.
Bro, come on. Use your head. Let's think about this. Speaking of the Packers, Aaron Rodgers did something pretty cool this week. He donated $1 million to some small businesses out in his hometown in Northern California. So shout out to him for that. He's always been pretty cool about helping out the community. Another guy, smaller name, with Cleveland Browns, Denzel. I don't know his first name, but Denzel. He donated to 21 businesses. So I love that these players are coming out doing this, you know? I think this is pretty cool that they're giving back and doing what they can to make things better, you know?
I got to agree with you, Ricky. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're talking about making things better, you know, putting someone else first. Alex Smith knows all about that. Alex, comeback player of the year, Alex Smith, was actually released by the Washington football team this week. I'm kind of both ways on this one. Like, I get why they did it, but I think it's kind of shady how they did it because he just came back from almost died, first of all. Then he almost had to get amputated. Then he made this full comeback. Then he took you guys to the help to get you guys to the playoffs. Like, and you're just gonna throw him away like that? No severance packages, no nothing. They just throw him away, you know?
I was about to say that he came back and took them to the playoffs and put in all this work, and for them just to out of the blue release them, it's like something shady, man. But man, I gotta give Alex Smith his credit, man. He's come back from a difficult road, bro. I just hope some team picks him up.
Yeah, I was about to say that. There's lots of teams that need quarterbacks. Chicago, I could see him in Chicago. You know, Detroit just got Goff, so I wouldn't say Detroit, but Chicago for sure. I'm trying to think. New Orleans, I don't think as much. They're more of a flashy quarterback place. But anywhere that needs, I'm locked on Chicago. They really need a quarterback. So
I think that'd be a nice fit.
That veteran, he could bring that veteran aspect to the Chicago Bears. You know,
a lot of teams need quarterbacks. So I mean, even if he comes in just to be a backup quarterback for to mentor one of these young guys, that'll be.
Well, he did that in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did that in Washington. So it's going to be interesting this offseason to see where he goes. One place that's not getting rid of their quarterback, they've made it very apparent, is the Minnesota Vikings. They said Kirk Cousins our guy. We paid him money. He's our guy. He's not going anywhere. I'm not talking about him. I want to talk about Kyle Rudolph. Rudolph, multiple-time All-Star Kyle Rudolph, is retiring after 10 seasons. I believe he's a tight end, correct? Is a tight end or wide receiver? I thought he was a tight end.
I believe he was a tight end.
I think he's a tight end, yeah. 10 seasons, I believe, all with the Vikings. Don't quote me on that, but Kyle Rudolph is a huge name in the NFL. So shout out to Kyle Rudolph. And, bro, you paid your dues. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your time off, man. Do what you got to do. Man, who knows? Maybe he'll come back as an analyst someday like they all do.
Tony Romo.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Ricky, isn't it so crazy how, the NFL players have a short career compared to NBA players? Like, NBA players play
20 NBA players are getting babied right now.
What was that, Ricky?
See that at that they're getting babied. They get babied because of all these. Oh, you breathe wrong. That's a foul. So, or the flopping rule. Like that's why.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's funny you say that though, because we talked hockey about was it Crosby, his 1,000th game? That's 1,000 hockey games, bro. That's insane. We talked about that last week. So it all depends on the player, I guess, and the mental aspect they have and the physical capabilities that their body is willing to go through.
Right.
So with that said, we have another retirement. Actually, it's not a retirement. I take that back. I'm very angry about this. The New Orleans Saints released kicker Thomas Morstead, another Pro Bowler. 12 years in the game, one of the best kickers out there. Again, I hope he gets picked up by somebody. He's a very entertaining kicker, and he's a big name out there. Morstead is a very popular name. So we'll see. We'll see what's up.
We'll make a move.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what's up with that. And then also another big name out there right now. Actually, not even a big name. He used to be a big name. Josh Gordon, former New England Patriot. Josh Gordon, always in trouble. Josh Gordon. He actually is playing for the FCP, the fan-controlled. Oh, it's FCF. I'm sorry, fan-controlled football league. I told you about a couple weeks ago. The fans get to choose the plays and send them in via it's like text, email, whatever it is. They can send it in to the coaches, and the coaches have the plays. Well, anyway, the Zappers. He's going to be playing for the Zappers, and you know who the Zappers quarterback is?
Who's that?
Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. You're going to have Josh Gordon and Johnny Manziel on the same team, bro.
That's nice. That's crazy.
I don't even know about nice. It's just going to be wild. They used to be party boys. They just they push the envelope. We'll say that. So,
John Manziel's really been under the radar lately, bro.
Well, because nobody wants him because he was a party boy, and when they brought him back, they gave him a chance, and he messed up again. So that's on him.
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely on him, and that's his fault for getting busted for what he is. I want to talk about another guy really quick, and this is definitely gonna be a Ricky's rant. Very pissed off. Big, huge name. I used to love this guy as a player. I despise the fuck out of him now. Kellen Winslow Jr. was one of the best wide receivers out there. I believe he was a wide receiver, mainly with the San Diego Chargers, I believe. Is getting 14 years in a federal prison for multiple rape accusations, and he's been convicted. These guys just don't get it. They just don't get it. They're making all this money. They're on TV all the time. They're an example, finger quotes, and they go off and do stupid shit like this. Like, Gilbert, talk to me for a minute.
I mean, what can I say? I think for them, it just comes, I don't know. I think
it's not right. It's just not right. Yeah. So it really pisses me off because these people, they get away with all this crap, and then you get commoners, I'm going to say commoners like us, who are getting in trouble for stupid stuff, and it's just not right. So we lost Gilbert. That's all right. I'm going to message him right now. Anyway, until I get Gilbert back, we're going to talk about another guy who's in a lot of trouble right now. Les Miles, when he was with the University of or LSU, he is being investigated for inappropriate actions. We'll just say that inappropriate actions with female workers. Looks like we lost him. Hopefully he'll come back. Until then, I will let you guys know what's going on. Les Miles, big name coach out in the college ranks, getting investigated for inappropriate actions towards female student workers. And this is from 2013 when he was with the LSU Tigers. He is now with the Kansas Jayhawks, but that might not be the case for very long because it has been told that the athletic director of LSU wanted to fire Les Miles, but didn't. Situations like this piss me off because we talked about that numerous times about how these guys are getting all these extra chances and they knew what was going on. They should have said something, but they didn't. And now it's finally coming back to him. University of Kansas has placed him on administrative leave. He won't be coming back for a while. Speaking of not coming back, unfortunately, former Notre Dame star Louis Nix won't be coming back at all. He was found dead after being reported missing for a while now. He was 29 years old. Yeah, lost him far too young. It looks like we got Gehrig back. Sorry about that. Gotta love technology, right? All right. So I wanted to let you hear what I was talking about. We were talking about Kellen Winslow getting in trouble for the rape. LSU coach at the time, 2013 LSU coach, probably future Hall of Famer, would have been Les Miles, is being investigated for inappropriate actions towards female student workers. So, and it makes it worse is the athletic director of LSU came out and said that he knew about it and he wanted to fire him, but for some reason, no, they didn't fire him. So continued, which is freaking ridiculous. I'm so tired of it. But now the school he's with now, the University of Kansas Jayhawks, said, bro, you're on leave. You're done. Like, I'm there. He's going to be lucky if he has a job. So I'm telling you, they just don't get it. They don't get it, Gilbert. They think they can do whatever the hell they want. They think they're indestructible. They think they can do whatever they want. And it pisses me off. Then we jumped into another story. Unfortunately, former Notre Dame star Louis Nix was found dead at the age of 29, bro, after being missing for a while. Yeah, these I don't want to say side lives. It sounds weird, but we talk about drugs. We talk about addictions. We talk about sexual addictions, whatever, stealing, gangs, whatever it is, these guys go missing like we talked about with Vincent Jackson a couple of weeks ago. You never know. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know who they're hanging with. And it's horrible. It's just sad that it's come down to this. 29 years old. He's younger than us, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely horrible. So condolences to the Knicks family. Condolences to the Notre Dame family, to the NCAA family. Prayers to you guys. All right. We were doing some praying a couple weeks ago, Gilbert, when our dude Tiger Woods got in that massive car accident.
Oh, yeah.
Last week, actually, I believe it was. And at the time, they just said it was an accident. They didn't say anything else. They said they weren't going to look into anything at the time. But now there has been a warrant served to search the black box that was in the middle console in Tiger Woods' car. So maybe it's a camera, maybe it's something that can explain something. So we'll see what's up with that. And also it's come out because originally the sheriff, the deputy, came out and said, Tiger was very responsive. I was talking to him, no problem. According to an innocent bystander that was in the area, Tiger Woods was unconscious right after the crash. Obviously, you're gonna be unconscious or in shock, maybe, and he was like this or something, But he says that he was unconscious. So now we got conflicting stories there. I hate when stuff like this has conflicting stories. It's like let's just get what's right. Let's get it over with. So.
Well, the good thing is that he didn't get hurt, but the thing is, just the story's getting mixed up,
Yeah.
And
well, he did get hurt. He got hurt pretty bad. He hurt his ankle and compound fracture. Has a bunch of screws in his legs now. But I get what you're saying. He could have been a lot worse. Especially
it could have been worse.
It affected a lot of the PGA superstars. Again, there was supposed to be an event that very next day. I believe some of them went and some of them didn't. But a lot of them this week gave a homage to Tiger Woods. They all wore that red polo with the Nike hat. So I thought that was kind of cool to see, to give a little love to a legend like Tiger Woods, right?
Right.
So
I'm just curious to see what's gonna what's gonna be in that black box, bro. Because you never know with things like that. You know when planes have plane crashes,
Yeah.
as soon as that black box comes in, they could figure out a lot of information. So
yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's part of the car. Maybe it wasn't. I mean, who knows?
yeah.
So, it's freaking crazy. So again, they decided to honor him and thought that was pretty cool. Another dude's getting honored in a Monster Jam. This is gonna be one of I grew up on Bigfoot. He was my big monster truck. You're a little younger than me, so Gravedigger is your monster truck.
Yeah.
Your boy, the original Dennis Anderson, the original driver of Gravedigger, is going into the Monster Jam Hall of Fame.
Man, that's crazy because I remember watching him. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I thought he was already in the Hall of Fame. That truck is like a legend, bro.
Maybe, but I don't know about him. I haven't heard anything about the driver, and he is Monster Jam. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I saw also on Instagram today. It was on the Monster Jam website, actually, on the Monster Jam Instagram. And they have a new white Gravedigger truck. I thought that was pretty
Nice.
sweet. You should check it out. All right. So shout out to Dennis Anderson. His son is one of the drivers as well. They got a good team over there. They have a really,
is it Monster
really
Jam like around this time right now?
It would have been now. At least here in California.
Now, right?
It's year round. It's just California is usually January, February.
Right.
So it would have just ended. So it is what it is. So shout out to Dennis Anderson. Yeah. Shout out to Dennis Anderson, a straight up Monster Jam legend. There's no other way to put it. I want to give another shout out to a guy who was on a team that was not expected to win. Not only did they win the gold medal, they did it in 1980 against the heavily favored Soviet Union Russia team. I'm talking about the Miracle on Ice team, Team USA. Do you believe in miracles? That one. We lost one of those members today, Mark Pavelich, at the age of 63. So condolences to him, to the Olympic family, to the hockey family in general. I don't know if he ever played NHL. I believe he was just in the Olympics, but that was one of the biggest hockey victories in history. You still talk about that today. That soundbite. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. That's one of the biggest announcements in history, in sports history. Right. There's so many. Vince Scully's got a few. Chick Hearn's got a few, but this is one of them. This is one of them right here. So prayers to his family. Condolences to the Olympic family, Team USA. There's not many more of them left. I believe there's only a few more left from that Team USA team. So
you gotta love stories. You gotta love underdog stories like that, bro.
Yeah, and it was. I wasn't even born yet, so I still think that's pretty cool to look back on.
Yeah.
Another thing, this guy will get to look back on, tell his grandkids about later on. Chicago Blackhawks player Patrick Kane, multiple-time NHL All-Star, got his 400th goal this week. So shout out to him for that. And talk about hockey is hard, dude. 400 goals, ridiculous.
Dude, that guy's been playing for years.
Oh, I like Patrick Kane when he's not playing us. It's cool when he's not playing us.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to him. Also want to talk about another retirement that had to happen, which is kind of sad because it's a former Duck. Former Anaheim Duck Brent Seabrook is set to retire due to injury. I guess it was just too severe to come back from. He played 15 years, including a bunch of years with the Ducks. So shout out to Brent Seabrook on whatever is coming next in his life. Speaking of the Ducks, bro, we are on an 8-game losing streak right now. What in the blue icy hell is going on with the Ducks?
Man, you tell me, man.
All right, I don't know. I don't know, bro. And then there's rumors. Go ahead.
No, it's just been hard.
It's been a very hard year for the Ducks.
These couple of years, man. Like past years, man. We just been on a sad downhill, bro. And I don't know what's been going on.
It's getting worse, dude. There's rumors that Getzlaf is going to get traded.
No.
Getzlaf gets traded. That's it. That we lost Perry already. We lost Cogs. We lost.
Who's gonna be the face of the Ducks now? Come on, we need somebody to be the face of the Ducks. Even if we're losing, we need somebody to be.
Like Josh Gibson, our goalie. He's the face of the Ducks right now, but Getzlaf is the Ducks right now. He's like, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna compare him to Teemu Selanne because Teemu Selanne is the GOAT of the Ducks, in my opinion. But Getsy's up there. Getsy's badass. He's a multiple-time All-Star. He's a multiple-time gold medal winner with Team Canada. he's just a good captain overall, So
You know what's crazy? I don't know if you noticed this, but like every time Disney is owner of a team, they're like so good, bro. Those teams are good. Look at the Golden State Warriors when they were owned by Disney, and then look at the Ducks.
yeah,
Man, we won the Stanley Cup.
yeah, in
You know.
2007, the Angels for a couple of years. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I think we just need to. I don't want to say it. It hurts to say, but we need to break it down, and we need to rebuild.
We need to do something.
What happened? I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know.
We need to do something drastically, bro.
Well, if you trade Getsy, you can probably get some good prospects.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Maybe
say.
get a pro and a prospect or two. Because
Mm-hmm.
trading your freaking captain.
I
So,
think that's the best bet.
I don't know. I don't know, brother. It's hurting though. I think we're playing tonight too. So I don't know. I can't deal with this constant losing. I'm not used to it. And apparently neither are the Calgary Flames. They've been in the playoffs many years. I think last year they didn't do too hot. They just fired their coach, Jeff Ward, and they're bringing in former Los Angeles Kings coach, Daryl Sutter. If you don't know who that is, he's the coach that never smiled. So he was always like the whole time. He never smiled. And I'm like, bro, you just won the Stanley Cup. Like, still didn't smile.
It reminds me of Greg Popovich.
There you go. Yeah, it is what it is. Last hockey story, and this one kind of pissed me off because I like this guy. Alexander the Great, Alexander Ovechkin, multiple-time All-Star, Stanley Cup champion. This dude just got busted $5,000, which I believe is the highest fine you can get for doing a low-level spear in a game. First off, bro, you're one of the faces of hockey. What the hell are you doing? That's one. Number two, how the hell do you spear somebody in skates?
He don't know, but he did it.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know. That's a dangerous move in hockey. I mean,
dude, that's a dangerous move in wrestling.
Well, yeah, but at least they're trained to take the hit. If you go, if someone's coming skating sideways at X amount of miles an hour, and you spear them and they hit their head on the ice, or they, nail something, they could die. Like that's legit. So
hockey's already dangerous as it is.
I agree.
And
I agree.
For him to do something like that, just wow.
No, I know. And it sucks that it was Vetchky because I like that guy. He was one of my favorite hockey players. Now I'm kind of torn. So $5,000. But on the flip side, I like that he's getting fined. I like that they're fining the superstars, unlike other leagues. But it is what it is. We're talking about taking somebody out. We're talking about hitting somebody. We're talking about hurting somebody. Bro, Canelo came back. Canelo Alvarez came back and dominated Yildirim, bro. Third round TKO. The Mexican, heritage was going nuts. Freaking fans in general were going nuts. I'm Puerto Rican. I still love freaking Canelo. So when I heard they threw the towel in, that's like the ultimate insult to your fighter and the ultimate compliment to the person who caused it. So shout out to Canelo. What do you want to say about Canelo, man?
Still got it. Still got it.
That's the only thing I gotta say.
Man, I really just want to see him and Triple G go at it again, bro. I really want to see it. It should have happened as soon as that fight ended, but man, I want to see it again.
Yeah.
Before it gets too late, before both fighters don't have nothing, and then I just want to see it happen, bro.
I hope so too. That would be really cool to see. But honestly, Gilbert, I don't think it's gonna be as cool as this. This right behind me. I can't wait. A few hours from now, actually, it's 5 o'clock. We started at 5. And God, a couple hours, 7 o'clock. The main card will happen. UFC 259. Honestly, I'm more excited. I'm excited about the Adesanya fight, but I'm really excited about the Amanda Nunes fight. That's my girl, Amanda Nunes. I love the Leona. I'm really excited to see the fight. 3 big title match main events. 3. So, and there's of course preliminaries before that, like all day. Right. But on pay-per-view, the 3 main fights are going to be awesome. You got Jan versus Sterling. They're all behind me. Jan versus Sterling for the bantamweight title. Then you got Anderson, which is the tall girl right here to my side, taking on the Leona, Amanda Nunes, for the featherweight title. And then you got Blachowicz defending his middleweight title. He's defending his light heavyweight title, which is the level above middleweight, which is against the middleweight champion, undefeated Israel Adesanya. So if you've seen Adesanya, who's to my left, if you look at the screen right now, that guy is straight beast, dude. He went through everybody's 28-0.
He looks like a beast.
8-0, and he's beat some big ass names. And with that said, I think he's gonna beat Blachowicz. I think he's gonna become a multi-champion. I think he's gonna beat him within 2 rounds. I really
think so. Oh wow.
He's a beast, dude. He's a freaking beast. As for Nunes is gonna knock out Anderson in the first round. Jan and Sterling, I'm not too familiar with, so those guys might go the distance. So, but Nunes is a monster. She took out the Cyborg. You know, she took out Holly Holm. She took out some huge names. So
I believe those guys, man. They have something to lose, man. Those two guys right there, and they're gonna go at it. I believe so, man.
It's gonna be a good fight on pay-per-view. And it's still got time. Check it out. Pay-per-view. I don't know if Bleacher Report's carrying it. Sometimes they do. ESPN Plus carries it. Totally worth. These fights are going to be totally worth. Just the 3 alone are going to be totally worth your money. So make sure you check it out. Check this, bro. As good as this match is going to be, Blachowicz and Adesanya came out. I think it was after the weigh-in. Came out and said, "Okay, well, I'm kind of summarizing. Hey, I'm in a fight now, but hey, Jones, as in John Bones Jones. There's always December, bro. He's calling out Bones Jones, dude. That would be epic,
dude. That's gonna be crazy. Hopefully they can make it happen. That'd
be awesome. Make it like a Christmas fight or something. That'd be freaking awesome. Other big news.
Christmas gift.
Yeah, right. Some other big news in MMA. Alexander Overeem got released. And a name that everybody knows, Junior Dos Santos, is hanging up his gloves, dude.
Really?
He's finally walking out. He had an awesome career, if you ask me. I love Junior Dos Santos.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He did have a nice career.
So it's going to be cool to see. Another big fight. We talked about this fight last week. It's coming March 12th. The rematch, Moreno, Figueroa. That fight was epic. The first fight they had, they went the distance. It was awesome. I can't wait for the rematch. March 12th. That's exactly a week from now. It's a week. It's gonna be pretty epic. Coming next week in March. March is a crazy ass month, dude. We got UFC, we got AEW Revolution, we got Fastlane doesn't count, but we got a bunch of the road to WrestleMania. We got a lot coming in March. March Madness, which we're gonna get into literally right now. So March is the month right now. Speaking of March Madness.
The UFC's on it with the cards, man.
They're not messing around. Dana White's on fire right now. So, he's doing what he has to do. Speaking of March Madness, this guy knows a little something about winning some trophies. Roy Williams, former coach of the University of North Carolina. Or I don't believe he still is, but he is a coach. Duh, I'm stupid. Strike all that. I totally just ruined that. Let me try this again. Roy Williams, coach of University of North Carolina, got win number 900. I read it wrong. I apologize. 900.
Win 900? Wow, that's a lot of wins, bro. That either says he's one of the best coaches.
Oh, yes.
He must have had some good players on his team, bro. Because for him to win that many games, that's a lot of games, bro.
Yeah, no. And he respects his players, and they respect him. Unlike this a-hole, you ready for another Ricky's rant?
Here we go.
Creighton coach Greg McDermott is in trouble, suspended indefinitely, I guess. I don't know how long it's going to be, for racial comments. Dude. Seriously. Go ahead.
We're in the 21st century, dude, and you're making racial comments, bro. Come on. There's no way you could get away with that. There's no way you could say something like that nowadays, bro. Like, especially in this world of social media, you're not gonna get away with anything. Somebody could be recording, or somebody could hear you say it.
I think it was actually verbal, which is worse.
Oh, even worse.
You're a coach. It's worse. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. So, Ricky's rant
There's a
number 2.
difference in coaches, though, bro. Like some coaches think they have that power to abuse their players or abuse somebody with
Doesn't matter.
words. It doesn't. You can't do that.
No, it doesn't matter who you are. You shouldn't be pulling that crap. If anything, we should be embracing the different races, like we said with the new referee and stuff like that. I don't know what the hell these guys are thinking. They need to be off the court. They should not be there. It's just that simple. Because if you're including any racial comment, whether black, Asian, whatever, hell, even white, if you're a black coach, you there's no room for that shit. Period. There's just no room for it. Stop.
There's other ways to get the point across without being racial.
Absolutely. To piss me off. So let's jump into upsets. What the hell? Why not, right? So we had a bunch of upsets with the men this week. Last week had none. This week we have.
Let me guess. The rankings didn't move though.
No, they actually did, and I'm super excited. I know. And of course, George isn't here because he's doing something.
Why? Maybe because so many upsets. That's why everything moved around.
Yeah. No, people were just scared. They watched our show and they got scared of you, Gilbert. You were so pissed. So, all right. Check this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 upsets this week.
Wow.
Number 1 was unranked Oklahoma took out number 7 Oklahoma State. Unranked Oklahoma State defeated number 7 Oklahoma. Then number 17 Kansas State took out number 2 Baylor. Unranked Butler took out number 8 Villanova. And unranked at the time Iowa took out. Well, they must have been ranked. They just weren't. No, they didn't have a number. So I'm going to go unranked. Iowa defeated number 4, Ohio State. Don't quote me on the unranked thing because you'll know why in a minute. Yeah. So there's your upsets.
Dude, for some reason, Iowa always, they're always going under the radar for me.
Yeah.
They always seem to, catch me by surprise. Like, when you just mentioned to me, they just be in the upset one of these teams. Wow, definitely March Madness is here now, bro.
It's funny you say that because I'm literally going to that next. March 18th. March 18th. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming quick. Yeah. First round, March Madness. The men, I believe, are in Indianapolis, and the ladies are going to be in San Antonio.
Have your TVs, have your phones.
Right, have it all in one. All in one. I had my phone. I remember when I worked at the radio school, I had my phone on one side, I had my computer open, had the TV on another game, which pissed off everybody, but I didn't care. Had it all, like 4 different screens. So it's fun to follow. Definitely. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's talk some rankings. Iowa is in the rankings. It's funny you said that. Iowa is your 5. Illinois is your 4. Baylor's your 3. Michigan is up to 2. And Gonzaga is still on the throne.
Hey, man. I don't know. I like Michigan. Joanna Howard is doing something special out there with that team. And I don't know, man. They might get it this year. But you never know. It's March Madness. So many upsets already. We already have 4 this week. So
yeah. That's so true.
I don't know what to expect once we get into the rounds, man. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. If you've never watched March Madness, make this your first year. Because there's been so many upsets this year, the tournament's going to be epic.
Oh, it's always epic.
68 teams, I think it is now, instead of 64. So it's going to be redunco. So finally, the ranks changed with the men. The question is, Gilbert, did it change with the ladies? Let's find out. First off, ladies tournament, and me going on in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. I still don't know how they're going to do that over the deep freeze, but we'll see. One upset, only one that I caught. Unranked Arizona State took out number 9 Arizona. Your rankings now: Louisville at the 5, Stanford at the 4, North Carolina State is in 3, Texas A&M moves up to 2, and your Huskies, the Yukon Husky, Lady Huskies, still the queens of the scene in the NCAA. What you got for me?
Man, I like the lineup right there. Those 5 teams right there. But we gotta see what happens going into March Madness, man. Because, like I said, man, it could go both ways. It could stay like that, or It could change up in just a quick game, bro.
That's the beauty of it. You never know what you're gonna get. And regardless, and most places are open now for these tournaments. Indy is, I believe, and so is Texas. So people,
Yeah,
it's gonna sell. I think it's gonna sell pretty good. And it's limited, but you're still gonna sell pretty good. You're gonna get a bunch of people there. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Speaking of sold, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. LeBron James was looking into joining a group to purchase the Atlanta Dream. I think we talked about this 3-4 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, I remember talking about this. Mm-hmm.
But didn't happen. He's too busy with Space Jam. So, but the Atlanta Dream did finally get sold. They got sold to an investor group, so a bunch of different investors from Montgomery. So LeBron backed out of it, but it's all good because the Dream finally got bought out, and LeBron's kind of busy right now with this right here. So let's talk a little bit LeBron right now before we get into the All-Star game, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Gilbert. I'm excited. It's gonna be the lineup is kind of weird. I'll try to explain it to you as much as I can so you guys can understand what's going on. But before we get there, I want to talk a little Zlatan Ibrahimovic right now. Former Los Angeles Galaxy member Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Yes, he's extremely yoked. Yes, he's a freaking all-star in MLS and European, soccer. This guy picked the wrong person to fight with. He went after LeBron, and he told LeBron, hey, stay out of politics. You don't know what you're doing. Why are you trying to do that? Just stick to sports. LeBron hates that shit. And he's like, you know what? And I think he came out and he told him, look, first off, I do my homework. That's what he said. I do my homework. And he talked about the fact that he opened up a bunch of schools, and everything else that LeBron has done in the community. So he was straight up, and to use a soccer term, he kicked Ibrahimovic right in the face. So don't try to pick a fight with someone who's done their homework, who knows what they're doing,
Man, you can't. You gotta, even when you try to pick a fight with somebody, you gotta. You could tell a person by the way they carry themselves. And LeBron James has always, like you said, he's opened schools. He's done stuff for the community. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to politics because he actually does his homework.
Absolutely.
You can't mess with a guy like that, man. So I don't even know why this guy even tried.
Yeah, it's crazy. But he's also busy doing a little something called All-Star Basketball. Him and Kevin Durant got to pick their players. So before we get into that, I want to talk about who's going to be in the skills challenge, the 3-point challenge, and the slam dunk contest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, but it's weird because it's only a one-night event this year. It's not Saturday, Sunday. It's just Sunday. So
everything's Sunday night?
That's Sunday. The skills challenge is going to be pregame, and that's going to be Covington, Donich, CP3, Vucevic, Sabonis, and Randall are going to be in your skills challenge. And that's when they do the passing through the passing through the rings and bounce passes like that. Yeah. So, and 3-point shot. It's pretty cool.
Can you give me that lineup one more time?
Covington, Donich, CP3, Vucevic, Sabonis, and Randall.
Oh man, I kind of have mixed emotions about that.
Yeah,
but I'll take Luka.
Yeah,
I'll take him. I think he'll pull it off.
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. And then the 3-point challenge is right after that. Still pregame, which I'm not liking because anybody gets hurt in these things are screwed. 3-point challenge. Actually, this guy's not going to be there anymore. I'm going to cross him out. Devin Booker was one of the members of the 3-point challenge. He actually is getting replaced by Mike Conley. We'll talk about that in a minute. That just came out today. D-Book will not be playing in the All-Star game, which sucks because he just replaced AD. So D-Book will not be in the 3-point challenge. Mike Conley, I believe, will be. So we got Mike Conley, Jaylen Brown, Chef Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and Zach LaVine in the 3-point contest.
I like that.
Yeah,
I know LaVine's more known for his dunking, but we'll see what he can do tomorrow, shooting those threes.
Yeah, it's going to be fun checking that out. And then, of course, everybody wants to see the slam dunk contest. But
Oh
this
yeah.
year, dude, this year, it's at halftime. So it won't be that long. It's going to be rushed. And it's only 3 people. And you're probably going to tell me about these people because I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know who they are. I tried to do my homework and I didn't get everything I needed.
Really?
I've heard of this guy, Obi Toppin. Isn't he a rook? Or
Yeah,
a couple years in?
he's a rookie for I believe the Knicks.
Okay, Obi Toppin, Anthony Simmons, and Cassius Stanley. Those are your slam dunk contest people.
Okay, I know Simmons plays for the Blazers, but I did not hear about this other guy. So.
Yeah, Cassius Stanley, yes, is what it is. So, but it's gonna be at halftime. I don't like that because they're gonna have to rush it, and it's not gonna be as exciting.
Yeah, well, man, yeah, they should have just passed on this year for the All-Star game, man. It's not gonna be as good as other years.
We're not going there because you know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be nice this weekend. I'm gonna build it up. I don't feel it should be happening either, but we gotta give due. We gotta give due to the people that earned it. So with that said,
about the All-Star game.
Yeah, I mean,
what are the lineups that we're looking at for that?
Right now, my friend, going into it right now. Team Durant, obviously, captain is Kevin Durant. He picked Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, Bradley Beal. Those are his starters for Team Durant.
Wow, he would get them.
Yeah. The rest of his team: James Harden, Zion Williamson, Mike Conley replacing D Book, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Nikola Vucevic, and Donovan Mitchell. That is Team Durant. Talk to me about Team Durant.
That sounds like most of the East players already. No, but like that's a nice team right there. You got a good mixture of veterans and some of the young guys in there. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting on how the coach plays these play these guys, man.
Yeah, I don't even know who the coaches are going to be either, which is kind of funny.
I don't even know.
We'll see where that goes. All right, let's see what LeBron picked. LeBron James is Team LeBron's captain. He picked Giannis Antetokounmpo, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, and Nikolai the Joker Jokic. That's his starting 5. His subs are Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, CP3 Chris Paul, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Sabonis, and Rudy Gobert. Pretty strong to me.
Yeah, those are big guys right there. I'm surprised that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are gonna be playing on different teams,
That's
bro.
funny. That'll be cool. That's gonna
be crazy.
I'm kind of torn about this whole separating. You know, I'm an East versus West. I'm a National versus American League. I'm AFC versus NFC. I feel it should always be like that. But you know, if they're gonna actually play hard, then cool. You know, put the best against the best. Let's do it. You know, but when they just mess around and stuff, it's kind of whatever. It's like what the NFL Pro Bowl was. That's exactly what the NFL Pro Bowl did when they had Dion and team. Yeah, it's a joke,
bro. So I gotta definitely agree with you. I always look forward to East versus West, West versus East.
Especially this year, it would have been even.
This year would have been even. Yeah. Both sides had a good amount of players on both sides, and I was looking forward to that. But I mean, even with the way they did it this year, the teams still kind of match up in a way. But
yeah,
I would have preferred East versus West.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, and we'll see what's going on. And you never know what to expect, right? When it's an all-star game. And you know what, Gilbert? You never know what to expect when you return to the team that you talked smack about for so long, and now you're with the different team. James Harden made his return to Houston this week to mixed responses. He didn't get a video tribute. He didn't get nothing like that. He got some people cheering and some people not cheering, if you know what I mean. So if you ask me, I think he got exactly what I thought he would have got. You know, because some people respected him for what he did for them. And some of them were like, hey, you were the a-hole that said you didn't want to be here in the first place and acted like a child and didn't show up and, you know, mess with our psyche and then ditched us for Brooklyn. You know?
Well, yeah, definitely for me, if I'm a Houston Rockets fan, I would have definitely been on the I mean, I would have been giving his props for coming to Houston and trying to win a championship, and then for you wanting out. But I can't be mad at you. Yeah, I mean, you had your chance to win a championship and you couldn't get the job done. So
Yeah.
go on.
Like I said, I think he got exactly what he deserved.
Mhm.
So, with that said, we're talking another all-star, just talking about James Harden, the Joker, Nikola Jokic, he
Yes.
joins the one and only Wilt Chamberlain as the second center in the NBA to get 50 triple-doubles. Shout out to the Joker, bro.
Wow, dude. And he's like, it
Still
seems like
young.
he's only been in the league for just a certain amount of time, and
Yeah,
he's
he's
already
young.
up there with one of the greats.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Wow,
agree.
that's impressive.
Absolutely. You want to talk impressive, Gilbert? This one kind of frustrates me. All right. This game was awesome. It was future versus, I don't want to say past because he's not really the past, but Carmelo Anthony and the Portland Trailblazers taking on
Yes.
LaMelo Ball
Mhm.
and the Charlotte Hornets. That game was awesome. Blazers pulled it out, but that was awesome. Hornets are your team, Gilbert. Talk to me about Melo and why the hell is Melo not an all-star?
He should be in there. He should have been in the skills challenge, or I know he's what's that thing that they got going on where I know before it used to be like sophomore versus rookies or something like
Oh,
that.
the rookie sophomore game. I don't think they're gonna do it. When are they gonna do
Oh,
it?
okay.
They're not gonna do it this year.
Anyway, well, I thought he got elected for something like that, but anyways, like you said, he should have been an all-star. This guy has been having a hell of a year just for him being a rookie, bro. And he definitely got his respect after the game when he Carmelo
That
Anthony
was cool.
came up to him and they swapped jerseys.
That was cool.
Definitely. And man, you just gotta give it up for Melo for him to earn Carmelo Anthony's respect. That's one of the legends in the game, bro. And for you to get his respect, man, that's when you know you're doing something special.
Yeah. So shout out to LaMelo Ball. Shout out to Carmelo, still going strong.
Yeah,
I really wanted LaMelo Ball to make the All-Star team. So
me
he'll
too,
have
bro.
plenty. He's gonna have plenty next
Oh
year
yeah,
for sure, and after that. So let's talk about one more thing for the NBA. Talk about a dude who knows a little something about playing in All-Star games, Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin just got bought out by the Detroit Pistons, and he's now a free agent.
yeah.
How
And
do you?
there's so many teams out there.
I was literally gonna say, how do you feel about that, and where do you think he would fit?
Well, you know me, Ricky. I always been a fan of Blake Griffin, even when he was on the Rivals. But I love his game, you know. But now that he's on the market, I don't think the Lakers are gonna pick him up.
No,
Even though I would love for him to get picked up by us.
I don't think so.
But there's rumors out there that the Nets, man, they're front runners to get him, man.
Oh my God, can you imagine him with James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant? Oh my
And you
God.
can't forget about his old buddy, DeAndre Jordan's down there
Andre
too.
Jordan's
So
over there too. That's right. Oh my
he might
God.
convince him to come down there, and I hope not, man. But you know what? There's always rumors saying that he might come back to Clippers, but I can't picture that. I
Why?
really can't see that
Why?
coming.
You're not winning. You're not doing anything. You're gonna want to go to a contender.
You know how the media is, bro. They're always gonna wanna put his name out there so he could come back to former team.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna happen.
We'll see.
But I'd love to see him come to our Lakers, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with that. One guy you talking about Griffin, you wish he would come to the Lakers. One guy I wish would have came to the Lakers was Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a legend in my eyes. Check this. Ray Allen came out saying that he wants to bring back the Seattle Supersonics and he wants to be the owner and he wants to do it soon. That would be epic. I'm totally down for that.
I could definitely picture him doing that. Ray Allen, he definitely comes off as an owner. He could definitely do that. I could see him as an owner. And not only that, he's been part of that team for so long. He was playing for them and he was the face of the Sonics for a while.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see him doing that.
And yeah,
go ahead, Ricky.
and the Seattle Kraken just opened up the Key Arena again. So freshly made, cleaned up Key Arena.
Nice.
Why not?
We need Seattle. We need a basketball team back in Seattle, man. Because those Sonics were
Yep, Sean
those
Kemp,
Sonics
Gary Payton, Ray. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those were the days, my brother. You're aging yourself. You're aging yourself. So shout out to Ray Allen, dude. I mean, honestly, shout out to Ray Allen. He's a legend in the game. You know, I hope it happens.
before we move on to another topic, I just gotta throw this out there. If there's a commissioner that could do it, Adam Silver
Oh yeah,
definitely has his hands in the bucket, looking to make something happen.
absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. I want to see it happen. Why not do it next year when the Kraken come out? Why not?
Right?
You already got the floor. Just get a floor.
Yeah.
Get a floor. Sign the papers. Make it happen. It'd be freaking dope to see one legend just revamping a legendary team. The Sonics were a legendary team, so it'd be really cool to see. So let's jump on the diamond real quick. We got a couple more things. I'm gonna let you go do that daddy life thing. Let's jump in the MLB. Some crazy cool things have happened in the MLB this week. First off, not cool. Want to give a love to Joe Altobelli. You might not remember him, Gilbert. You were really young, but I know who he is. He died at the age of 88 this week. He led the Baltimore Orioles to the 1983 World Series championship with Cal Ripken and Brooks. Big names over there. Big names.
I heard of that.
So yeah,
the
old school Oriole jersey, the old school one. So shout out to Altobelli. Prayers to him, to his family, to the Orioles organization, to the MLB MLB Association. So yeah, 88 years old. So he had a good life. He had a long life. I have some more. It's pretty funny. I got 2 Orioles stories before our Angels and Dodgers, but they're huge. So another Oriole story. Trey Mancini has returned from colon cancer. He got a standing ovation in his first spring training at bat. I thought that was awesome because what happened was he got colon cancer a couple years ago. He got let go. He signed with somebody else. I can't remember who it was. And then he just re-signed came back to the Orioles this year, and they gave him a huge ovation, and it was awesome. Anytime anybody can overcome a disease like that and play to the level they were at before, much love from me, dude, to Trey Mancini.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a hard road to go down, and then to come back and do what you were doing, man. That's gotta tip my hat off to him.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to talk about someone playing through pain, playing through things going on, life-changing events. Lou Gehrig lived that, dude. Lou Gehrig. They have a disease named after him, Lou Gehrig disease. They are going to pass something that I feel should have got passed a long time ago. MLB is passing on June 2nd from this year to forever will be officially Lou Gehrig Day. And it will be raising awareness for ALS. So shout out to MLB. Shout out to, the MLB for doing this because it's long overdue. Lou Gehrig is one of the best ever. And his career got cut so short and he was still as awesome as he was,
Yeah, I was about to say, Ricky, like, they should have done this a while ago. MLB always seems to be on the late train when it comes to stuff like that.
Ain't that the truth? So, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be great for ALS because a lot of people are struggling with ALS and people don't know it. It needs to be out there. Remember the ALS challenge? Oh, I'm gonna throw a bucket on my head. No, that's not what it's about. Yes, you threw a bucket of ice on your head, but that was not what the ice bucket challenge was about. It was about raising awareness for ALS. And there's so many people out there that have that. So I love the fact that MLB is doing this. So shout out to MLB for stepping up and making a big difference by doing this day. Another dude who knows a little something about making a difference, even though some people don't see it, is Albert Pujols. He does a lot of things for Down syndrome because, his daughter has Down syndrome. And he does a lot of events, charity events for kids and stuff. And there was rumors out there. His wifey decided to come out. I'm not even gonna say her name because I work at the organization. I don't want to be rude. Said he's done after this year. Albert came out. Remember we talked about this last week. Albert came out and said that's not entirely the truth. He does not know what's gonna follow this year. So as an Angel fan, that makes me happy. We'll see where he goes with that.
Ricky, I believe when he signed with the Angels, it was a 10-year contract, right?
10 years. This is the 10th year right now.
So he's on that 10th year right now, right? Oh, no.
But there's also some added stuff to the contract. I don't know if he has to be like a coach for a little bit or like a side administrator or whatever it is. like a helping hitting coach, like what Sorrento used to do. But it's something like that, I believe. And I think Pujols would be an awesome hitting coach. I'd love to see Pujols as a hitting coach. I think he'd be
Oh,
great.
yeah, definitely.
So
wow, that's so crazy that it's already gonna be 10 years since
10
he
years.
signed with us. I still remember that day when he signed with us, bro.
Oh my God, him and CJ Wilson on the same day.
Yeah, CJ Wilson, right?
Still remember.
And then Dutch Hamilton came along not too soon after that, right?
Yeah, and then Hamilton. Dumbest signing ever. 2 signings the Angels have pissed me off. Number 1 was the Hamilton deal, 6 years, whatever it was, 250 or whatever it was, and then trading Mike Napoli to the Blue Jays for Vernon Wells.
Oh yeah,
that one pissed me off. And then he
Vernon
gets traded to Texas after and goes to the World Series. I was like, really? What? And it's Angel curse, bro. Every time they leave us, they kick ass. Troy Gloss with Arizona, and then Toronto. Eckstein got a ring with the Cardinals. Edmonds got a ring with the Cardinals. You know, there's so many names that leave the Angels, and then get a ring.
Did you forget about Mark Teixeira?
Yeah. Why do you gotta go there? Why do you gotta go there? That was a hard year for me. You know how happy I was to have Teixeira? I love Casey Kochman, but it's Mark Teixeira, man. That dude was a switch hitting, power hitting, first baseman, all-star. Then he leaves us for the Yankees.
Fucking
Yankees. Anyway, thanks for bringing me down. I appreciate it. But I'm going to bring us back up right now. Shohei Ohtani pitched today. You saw my post. Shohei Ohtani did awesome today. He faced 10 hitters. He gave up 1 run, I think, but it wasn't his fault. He had 5 strikeouts, so in 2 innings. So that's great. And he hit triple digits, I believe. So it's going to be pretty good. So we'll see what's up with that.
We need man, Ohtani's one of the best pitchers out there, but we need more pitchers on our lineup card, bro, because he can't do it all by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's too good to carry the team, bro.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, he's hitting triple digits already, so that's good for him after what he went through last year and all the struggles he had and everything.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, I'm glad to see him healthy.
Then he had like a 400-foot home run the other day. That was pretty cool. So, and then Madden said the day before he pitches, he won't play, but the day after, he still might play, depending on how he feels. So
yeah, I like this team. I like this team from. I didn't even know that I didn't even know that we picked up Kurt Suzuki too. So
yeah, I like Suzuki, local boy, Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah,
champions. So
he's his brother's. Who's his brother? Is his brother? Does he have a brother? No,
I don't know. I just know he played for Cal State Fullerton, and he also played for the Braves. He was on the Nationals when they won the World Series. He knows how to win. He's not the biggest power hitter, but he knows how to win, and he knows how to call a game. So he'll more than likely be our starting catcher. So that's going to be cool. Angels are also in, along with the Phillies, on Jake Odorizzi. We talked about this a couple weeks in a row now. We're still trying to get Jake Odorizzi from Minnesota. He's an all-star. Go for him. We can get him. Let's get him. Speaking of all-stars, Trevor Bauer made his Dodger debut on Monday. Of course, he did awesome because he's Trevor Bauer. Another big name, former all-star Jackie Bradley Jr., signed with the Milwaukee Brewers, 2 years, $24 million. So shout out to him. The Kansas City Royals were busy this week. They signed their third baseman Hunter Dozier, 4-year, $25 million. They brought back World Series champion Jared Dyson, 1 year, $1.5 million. And they let Kelvin Herrera, champion pitcher Kelvin Herrera, walk away as he's retiring after 10 years. He was on the World Series champion team as well. So shout out to him for that. Another big name trying to make a big return is Joanna Cespedes, a.k.a. the Cuban Cannon, if you ask me. Remember, he threw out Albert Pujols at home from the wall in left field. I'll never forget that. On the fly. I'm never going to forget that till the day I die. Anyway, he had a showcase down in Florida. So we'll see if anybody picks up on him. I know we don't need an outfielder right now, but there's teams out there that might need it, or even a DH. But his arm is still awesome. If you're just stepping in holes in his farm, he'll be all good. So he was when Joannis first came up, that dude was a phenom, dude. And speaking of phenoms, Fernando Tatis Jr., that's our dude right now in San Diego, got the mega $1 million deal. He hit a 441-foot home run on Tuesday. Money worth, bro. He's
I'm
worth
telling
it.
you, the Padres this year are gonna be. They're gonna be it. They're gonna be there, bro. They have a nice team. I like their team from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Speaking of phenoms, I don't know if you saw the game against Cincinnati, the Angels and the Reds. This kid, Hunter Green, big tall kid, dude. Spring training, mind you, pitchers take their time, they work up their velocity. This guy, pitch number 1, 101 miles an hour. Second pitch, 102 miles an hour. Third pitch, 103 miles an hour.
What?
This dude was amped, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's insane. And he's so young too to be doing something so noticeable, so crazy like that. I just want to give him a big shout out for that. Hopefully we never have to play him again. Another dude I didn't like playing against was Miguel Cabrera because he's Triple Crown Miguel Cabrera. You don't want to mess with him. If it wasn't for injuries, I think he would have got these milestones that he's chasing this season. He's chasing 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. I think if he didn't get injured those last couple of years, I think he would have surpassed it already because he's one of the.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd agree with you, man. That guy, he's a legend.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer for sure. So we'll see what's up with that. Another guy who knows a little something about winning is John Lester. He was on the World Series Red Sox team. He is set to have surgery to remove a thyroid gland. Remember, he had cancer also, and he returned from cancer. So they're going to remove his thyroid gland. He is expected to make a full recovery and be ready by opening day. So we'll see what's up with that. He's now with the Washington Nationals, by the way. Another dude who made a super quick recovery, New York Yankees manager Aaron Boone decided to go get a pacemaker this week, at the beginning of this week, and he's already expected back on, Sunday. That's crazy. He got a pacemaker put in, and he's expected to come back right away. That guy's a fighter, bro. You could tell he's from a baseball family, a hard-nosed baseball family. Bob Boone, Brett Boone, his brother, and now him. So he'll be back. So
sounds like the Yankees family right there, bro. Because Yankee fans are crazy.
Right. And then this guy, I'm so sad about this one. This guy just signed with the Diamondbacks last year. He left the Angels after so many years, and now he's not going to play for a while. Torn meniscus. Cole Calhoun is out for a very, very long time. So I'm really bummed about that. Another one I'm not as bummed about, but I hate when people get hurt, even when they're Astros. Framber Valdez, a left-handed pitcher, fractures his pitching ring finger. So his left-handed ring finger, which, you hurt your finger, tape it and pitch. No. Pitchers need all their fingers for certain grips. And now he doesn't have that. So injuries are running rampant right now, which is really sad. And I don't like seeing that in spring training, but it's better to happen now than to happen during the season. Speaking of injuries, Gilbert.
Yes.
Let's talk a little Monday Night Raw. Let's talk some WWE. As you can see behind me, it's about damn time. We'll get into that right now. First, before we get there, Gilbert, I know you want to talk about it. I know how you feel about this guy. So hang on. Before we get into that, mind you, we're on our way to Fastlane, which I absolutely makes no sense to me. March 21st is Fastlane. WrestleMania is like 2 weeks after that. Absolutely stupid, but it is what it is. Charlotte Flair, I called this one. Okay, so as we know, Sasha Banks was chosen by Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, which now opens the Raw Women's Championship for WrestleMania. Right. Charlotte jumped on that. Charlotte has challenged her tag team partner, Asuka, for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. We have not got a response yet because Asuka is hurt because Shayna Baszler kicked out her jaw, kicked out her teeth, literally. So we'll see what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, I remember you calling me.
I want to see that match. I would love to see that match. Charlotte and Asuka round 2. But people need to know the backstory. Oh, God, Charlotte's going to win another title. Don't let her win. She beat Asuka when Asuka was undefeated. You can do like what they do with The Rock and John Cena. You know how they had 3 matches, or was it The Rock and Cena? I think it was Rock and Cena and also Stone Cold and The Rock. They had 3 matches. You had the one already a couple of years ago when Asuka was undefeated. and then Charlotte beat her. Now you could do this the flip side. You could have Asuka beat Charlotte, and then they have another match next year's WrestleMania or 2 WrestleManias away or something of that
Right.
nature. I think that would be pretty cool because Charlotte's got pretty good momentum right now. Another guy, we're going to talk about it. Bam! Right behind me, 17 years in the making. Bobby Lashley is finally the WWE champion, Gilbert.
What took so long?
Right?
Really, what this guy? I remember watching SmackDown, and I remember seeing this guy arrive on the scene, and I knew when I saw this guy, I knew this guy was gonna be something. And I waited for this guy to get his push for so long, and next thing you know, he went to TNA. Next thing you know, he was over there for a bit. He came back to WWE, and he finally got his big push, man. Much deserved.
Absolutely, I agree. And the fact that The Miz tried to run away, then he tried to get disqualified in the second match, and then the third match they turned it into a lumberjack match. So that was pretty cool how Adam Pearce flipped that around. So I'm happy with Adam Pearce for doing this. I'm not happy with what he did at NXT. As a matter of fact, I'm pissed off at what he did at NXT. My girl, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez were supposed to walk in, defeat Nia Jax, defeat Shayna Baszler, walk out the women's tag team champions. They were about to win when the referee, an NXT referee, got knocked out. Adam Pearce comes out with a Raw referee, throws that referee into the ring. Nia and Shayna end up, knocking down whoever it was. I think it was Dakota, and they end up getting the dub, even though Raquel and freaking Dakota Kai should have walked out the tag champions, bro. They got screwed. There's no other way to put it. They got royally screwed by Adam Pearce.
And man, I think these girls are just gonna hold these titles for a while, bro, because Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair couldn't get their hands on it, and then now these girls got screwed out of it too. And then these,
Funny
I wouldn't want to go against these girls either.
Funny you say that, because announced today via Instagram, via WWE.com, there will be a rematch, eye roll, for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair taking on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, which more than likely means Sasha and frickin' Bianca are going to win the tag team titles, and then they're going to face each other at Mania as tag team champions. I don't like it, Gilbert. I don't like the story. I don't like it at all.
I don't even know why they still have these two girls teaming up with each other when it's already set for WrestleMania. It's like, let's get another storyline between them two, and let's move on with it instead of trying to team them up. Yeah. I know they work good together, but man,
it's not the point though. I mean, you got this awesome build up. You don't need them to have the tag team titles. You don't need that situation. We had that with Charlotte and Asuka, and now we're away from that, and we can work with Charlotte versus Asuka. So I don't know. WWE's pushing too hard. But check these matches for next week's NXT. Not one, but 2 huge title matches at NXT next week. Toni Storm is going to take on Io Shirai for the Women's Championship. Io Shirai has never in her career defeated Toni Storm. That one's going to be cool. And your main event, Adam Cole takes on Finn Balor for the NXT Championship.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Finn Balor, man.
That's pay-per-view worthy right there. So, also another thing I want to mention, we've been talking about the Wednesday Night Wars, NXT versus AEW, blah, 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 right? Well, people are making this out to be bigger than I think it is. NXT is moving to Tuesdays as of after WrestleMania. People are like, oh, AEW just smoked them. AEW just smoked them. Yes, they did. But, I say with big but it's also because NBC Sports Network is being closed down, and I believe they're an affiliate with the USA. Mm-hmm. So they're going to move their Wednesday night hockey games over to USA. So that's probably what's more than likely going to happen, and that's why NXT is going to Tuesdays. So just trying to clear the air.
Okay. If I can throw my 2 cents in real quick.
Go for it.
I don't like that they chose Tuesday nights, though, because that's Impact.
No, they're gonna smoke Impact, and Impact is
Exactly.
just up and coming.
And Impact is just like you said, up and coming, and now it's gonna be NXT and Impact going at it on Tuesday nights. I don't like that at all. If anything, they should have moved to Thursday nights.
Yeah, there's no wrestling on Thursday. Well, they're NXT UK, but that's it. There's nothing on TV. So I agree with you. Regardless, I think it's gonna be good. And like I said, Fastlane's coming. I don't like Fastlane. I think it's stupid. They're gonna have, the girls tag team match. They'll probably have some kind of match for the WWE. Who's gonna go after the WWE Championship, number one contender, whatever it is. Something's gonna happen there. I'll probably watch it. I'm not excited about it though, and that's on March 21st. So if y'all want to get Fastlane, go ahead. But it's gonna be on Peacock at that time. It's gonna be on Peacock. So
that's right.
yeah,
it's gonna be the first pay-per-view on Peacock, right?
Yeah, it's
first.
Yeah, it'll be
Not
the
pay-per-view,
first one. It'll be our first pay-per-view on Peacock. Yeah. So that one's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be anything like this one. AEW Revolution. AEW Revolution is gonna be freaking epic. Before we get into that, let's talk about what happened on AEW Dynamite this week, because some huge and big things happened. Paul White came out, made his AEW debut. He said he's going to be on the new AEW show. What's it called? It's called Dark. It's not Dark because AEW Dark is on YouTube on Tuesdays, but it's like Dark. It's like Rookies or something like that. It's like going to be their NXT. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So he'll be on commentary for that show. But he also has a little bit of pull, and he knows that there's going to be a huge announcement. He has a huge announcement regarding a Hall of Fame worthy superstar coming to AEW tomorrow night at AEW Revolution.
Really?
It could be anybody. It could be a girl, it could be a guy. Man. It could be, the speculations are Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Christian, AJ Lee. I'm hearing all kinds of names, bro. It's going to be crazy. And that's another reason I want to get this pay-per-view. It's on Bleacher Report, I believe. And obviously pay-per-view. It's like $50, I think. If you get some buddies with you, it's totally worth it. It's going to be worth it.
Crazy. Wow. Mm-hmm. I could just think of a bunch of names right now. And oh, wow.
It's going to be worth it, bro. There's no other way to put it. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be also, and he had a cool shirt. A lot of people don't like the shirt. I like his new shirt. It says no more and then a B and an S. So obviously no more bullshit and no more Big Show. I thought that was kind of cool. A lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. I might buy one. So, well, I have no idea who it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be Brock Lesnar because personally, I think Brock Lesnar is going to fight Lashley at WrestleMania.
Oh, no, you know how I feel about that fight. I want that. I've been wanting that to happen for the longest. But, dude, I just got to say this. AEW, since they arrived to the scene, like, they've been killing it. They've been killing it, bro. They've been signing guys and bringing people in, and the fans been gravitating towards them. And I know they got my attention when they brought Sting.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, AEW is killing it, bro. I can't wait to see who comes tomorrow tonight, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be Sunday night. They're on Sundays.
Sunday night. Oh, tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay.
They used to be Saturdays for their pay-per-views, but now they're on Sundays. So it's gonna be epic. Dynamite was still pretty dope. They still had some pretty cool things. They had the big match between Red Velvet teaming up with Cody Rhodes. I think it was supposed to originally be Brandy and Cody, but then Brandy got pregnant. So Red Velvet and Cody Rhodes taking on Jade Cargill and some guy named Shaquille O'Neal. So Shaq shows up. He's super yoked, of course. He comes out. He put up a good fight. You could tell that Cody was carrying the match. But it was a pretty good fight. And shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. That dude went through not one, but two freaking tables, man. Shout out to Shaq for having the balls to do that.
Shaq, man, this guy's he's always everywhere, bro.
Right? Right.
Yeah, man.
That's because he works for TNT, so they probably Tony Khan's like, I'll bring him over, I'll pay for it, you know? And Shaq. I mean, what do you say about Shaq? Man, he's literally done everything from acting to rapping to balls, to
commercials to everything.
Analytics. Yes, it's insane. But he went through two tables. So when he fought Big Show at WrestleMania X amount of years ago, I was like, okay, whatever. You know, it was. But he went through two tables. Respect to Shaq. All right. At the end, they got in a big giant brawl. Every tag team came out because of that tag team battle royale at Revolution, and it was crazy cool because The Young Bucks also. Young Bucks. Nick jumped off the top of one of the stands that they had for the AEW sign or whatever it was. He jumps off of that, goes through a table, takes out one member of the inner circle, and Matt jumped off of the stage and went through another table on the other member of the inner circle and left them laying. It was pretty freaking cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
I thought that was a good send off, and then a huge brawl insinuated, and that's what happened. There was bodies all over the place. And Gilbert, there's going to be bodies all over the place tomorrow night, pay-per-view, AEW Revolution. Let me give you this card, bro. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this one. Casino Royale Tag Team Battle Royal to see who's going to be the number one contenders for the tag team titles. The big money match, Matt Hardy against Hangman Adam Page. If Matt Hardy loses, Hangman Adam Page gets, I think it's a year worth of Matt Hardy's pay or something like that, finger quotes. Another match is going to be Kip Sabian and Miro Rusev taking on Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy. That's going to be a great one. Then they have a ladder match for the number one contendership for the TNT title. Penta El Cerro taking on the Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer, taking on Scorpio Sky, Southern California's own Scorpio Sky, and Cody Rhodes. So that's going to be pretty epic. They also had, I think I mentioned this last week, that they had a huge women's tournament the last week and a half with Japan and AEW. And then at the end, they had the Japan champion take on the AEW winner. And it was Ryo Mizunami who came out on top. And she'll take on Hikaru Shida. And these two are actually friends. And they weren't friends on Dynamite. Hikaru Shida came in to congratulate her, and Mizunami knocked her out. Knocked down. So it's going to be a badass women's match. Hikaru Shida doesn't mess around. Tag team, there's 3 main events in this show, bro. Tag team title, MJF and Chris Jericho. It's like the Jericho of current and the Jericho of the future. Taking on the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, for the AEW tag team titles. That's going to be awesome. Then there's a street fight between Team Taz members Ricky Starks and Brian Cage, taking on the TNT champion Darby Allin and the Hall of Famer Sting in a street fight. That's going to be epic and brutal. As brutal and as epic as that one will be, it will be nowhere as brutal and as epic as the main event that is coming between these two dudes right here. Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. Last time these two got into a no DQ match, I think it was an unsanctioned match at Double or Nothing. Moxley suplexed Omega onto a full-size trampoline covered in barbed wire. Neither one of them were wearing shirts. Are you ready to hear what kind of match they're going to have for the AEW World title?
I'm guessing it's going to be something similar to that.
Exploding barbed wire match.
Oh, man.
Sounds
like ECW all over again.
ECW in a New Japan style. They did a sick promo for it. So if you go on AEW website or even on YouTube, you can see the promo for it. And it was absolutely nuts. I think this is going to be Jon Moxley's send off for a little bit because Renee's pregnant. His wife Renee is pregnant. Mm-hmm. I think this will be his send off. Kenny Omega is going to win. He's going to be looking like that dominant champion because he's trying to take out the Impact trial as well and other federations as well. So this would be a great send off. Have an amazing match between these two, and have because last time it was Omega who was left laying. Have Moxley get Moxley wheeled out or walk out on his own power while bleeding all over the place. That would be an epic send off for Jon Moxley.
Sounds about right, man. We'll see what happens tomorrow night.
I think that's what's going to happen. All I got to say, Gilbert, if you want brutality, you want insanity, you need to get AEW Revolution. There's no other way to put it. So Make sure you check that out. It's going to be an awesome weekend. It's going to be an awesome week coming up. I mean, this past week was epic. The JJ Watt thing happened. So much of the Tiger Woods, people giving the love to Tiger Woods, Gravedigger going into the Hall of Fame. UFC 259 is currently going on right now as we speak. I can't wait to see what's going on with that. So many other huge things that are going on as well. March Madness is on the way. Of course, we have the All-Star game tomorrow for the NBA. MLB is going insane. Ohtani's on fire right now. It's going to be epic. NXT was awesome. Bobby Lashley walked out the WWE champion. Paul White's in AEW, and we're going to have an exploding barbed wire match, Gilbert. I mean, there's nothing to complain about this week. And with next week, with March Madness, All-Star Game, AEW Revolution, so much more coming. I'm excited, bro. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta agree with you, Ricky. It's gonna be a hell of a week.
It's going to be a hell of a week. It's going to be a fun week, though. If you're with your family, make sure you love on your family, have fun with your family, but stay safe, wear that mask. And with our California mandates coming where we can actually go out again, and I didn't mention California sports will be open on April 1st.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's going on with that. Get to go to some games, hopefully. So all I got to say, stay safe out there. Love on everybody that you love. Make sure they know that you love them, but don't be afraid to go out. Don't be scared to go out, but just be smart about it. And also one last thing, Gilbert, we got to tell people this, whether you're trying to score in life or climb the ladder of success, always reach for the title. That's right. No, you say it. You say it.
Always reach for the title.
Definitely. Always. Absolutely. That's all I got to say, man. We're out of here. Peace.